Hi guys, welcome back to the news. As each day passes, the calls for the removal of the INEC chairman increases. The calls intensify. People have been calling all around, both in Nigeria, those out of the country. They've been calling for the immediate removal of the INEC chairman. Even Agbakoba's son had made a plea to President Tinubu, asking him to remove the INEC chairman from office. He had urged Tinubu to remove the INEC chairman. This was coming after the suspension of the EFCC chairman and also the suspension of the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, following their immediate arrest by the DSS. Now, we know that, there are little chances that the INEC chairman might be removed by Tinubu. The chances seems to be very, very low, the removal of INEC chairman by President Tinubu himself. The chances are very low. The chances are very slim because Tinubu have not yet, replied on the pleas made by several Nigerians on the removal of the INEC chairman. Even several groups have issued threats. They've issued ultimatum to INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu to resign within 14 days or face the consequences. But yet, Tinubu's government, Tinubu's administration, is not doing something towards that aspect. We also have Ohanaeze Ndigbo, the Arewa youth group. They have tackled Agbakoba on INEC chairman's removal. They have tackled him, blasted him. Why would he make such a statement? Why would he come out and say, oh, the INEC chairman should be removed? Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you are joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Apex Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide, and the Nigerian Emphasization Network have faulted calls for the removal of the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu. A former chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Olise Agbakoba, son, had advised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to fire the INEC boss. Agbakoba had praised key decisions already taken by the Tinubu's administration, including the suspension of the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, as well as the EFCC chairman, Bawa Abdulrasheed, and the uniform exchange rate, but urged him to also sack Yakubu. In a statement made available to journalists yesterday by the national president of the Igbo group, Mazi Okwe Nnabuike, he urged Tinubu not to throw away the baby with the bathwater. Mr. Okwe said that though he agreed with Agbakoba on the other decisions taken by Tinubu's presidency, there was no need for Yakubu's sack at this material time. The Ohanaeze youth leader, who was of the view that despite the shortcomings witnessed during the 2023 general elections, it was one of the best elections ever conducted in Nigeria history. He said that yes, although it is the same election conducted by Mahmood Yakubu, we produced sitting governors. We had sitting governors lose elections across the country. Yes, they all lost. We had popular National Assembly members. They lose elections. This has never happened before in this country's elections. So we are not making excuses for the lapses during the elections. But it is totally wrong. It is absolutely wrong to totally disparage the effort of the commission. It is so wrong to dismiss the INEC chairman just like that. It would be wrong to sack or fire the INEC chairman, making it known that there is no perfect election in any part of the world. Even in the United States, which pride itself as the capital of the world democracy, it is not easy. There is no perfect election anywhere in the world. So, Mr. Okwe further advised that any further attempt to remove Yakubu at this time was ill-timed, stressing that aggrieved candidates are already before the election tribunal. They are already at the election tribunal, ventilating their anger, challenging the outcome of the elections. Then how can we remove the INEC chairman? On whose table the buck stops? So Yakubu should be allowed to remain as the INEC chairman, at least pending the conclusion of the cases. He further advised that efforts should be made to improve on the gains made during the 2023 general elections. The NEN, in a statement which was issued by the chairman, Suleiman Abo, said it was quite unfortunate that Agbakoba, a well-respected man, a son, who from ordinary sanity and decency were expected, and why should he be so blinded by prejudice not to acknowledge the most universal recognition of the 2023 February 25th presidential election as the most credible, as the most free, as the most fair election ever contested in this country, ever witnessed in Nigeria? Why would Agbakoba make such a statement? Why would he come up and say that the INEC chairman should be removed, irrespective of the fact that they are aware that the elections was the best so far in the history of Nigeria, my country people? Now, wetin we dey see for this country? The Arewa youth, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo youth, they have tackled, Mr. Agbakoba's son, who made a plea to President Tinubu. He urged Tinubu, he made calls to Tinubu to remove the INEC chairman. That the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, is not supposed to remain in office till this time. He didn't hesitate to applaud President Tinubu for at least getting rid of Godwin Emefiele, getting rid of Abdulrasheed Bawa, getting rid of so many people in his government. But Agbakoba made a plea that the next thing that Tinubu is ought to do is to dismantle INEC, is to make sure that the INEC chairman does not remain in that position. He should make sure that the incompetent INEC chairman does not remain. He should resign, or at least he should be removed. He should be removed by all means, according to Agbakoba. You see, Agbakoba made a point that, see, the victims of the 2023 presidential elections, which are the oppositions, they are all in courts. They are all in courts trying to seek their stolen mandates, trying to recover their stolen mandates. They are victims of the failure of INEC because INEC put them in that mess. That is why Agbakoba had made that plea to President Tinubu. But we have the Arewa, we have the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council. They have shunned Agbakoba. They have faulted his cause for the removal of the INEC chairman. So, my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because this is quite, serious. This matter is a very serious one. We know that, yes, Mahmoud Yakubu has made a big mess of himself. He's a disgrace to the entire Nigerian nation. That is why people are calling for his resignation. People are calling for his removal, from office. But then we have other groups who are saying otherwise. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.